Hi, I'm Mark Livingstone with Cornerstone First Financial. Traditional, refinance, or reverse mortgage, we do it all, and we'd love to earn your business. Call us today at 202-625-1221 or online at cornerstonefirst.com.
WMAL News Time 747. Andy Parks, Fred Grandy, and Brian Nehman with you on this Friday morning. And now, ladies and gentlemen, another exciting edition of Nehman's News and Notes. You know who? Bronson Newberg, brought to you by Cornerstone First Financial.
The only guy who's got a shred of common sense down there is Nehman.
That's for sure. Congress needs to investigate the National Basketball Association, Fred Grandy. Now, I know that we have debated Congress getting involved in the NFL and Major League Baseball, but at least the FBI needs to look into the NBA because we know they had a crooked ref.
Yeah.
All right. And then there was the admission earlier this week that the ref blew the call at the end of the Spurs-Lakers game that probably would have given the Spurs the victory. NBA came out and said, yeah, we got it wrong. Sorry about that. Well, last night, L.A. winning the game 97-92. Final seconds, they had the ball. San Antonio decided they weren't going to foul. But all of a second, the Lakers shoot a last-second three-pointer at the buzzer that goes in. And here's how Doug Collins on TNT described it.
Did you see Michael Finley? He looked over at Vujicic and why you take that shot at the end of the game? We're not fouling. You don't shoot that shot.
All right, so the final score was 100-92.
Yeah.
Say no big deal. But the point spread of the game last night was 7. Whoa!
Oh, wow.
So they take a last-second three-pointer that they didn't really need to take. The Spurs clearly weren't going to foul. And, some people won a lot of money on that. Of course, some people lost a lot of money on that as well.
All right.
But there needs to be, someone needs to look into that.
You're a bitter man. How much money did you lose?
I didn't lose any.
Come on.
I do not gamble anymore.
Yeah.
I was burned.
You don't gamble any less.
Burned in 1996 when the Terps covered against the Duke Blue Devils on a Thursday night football game.
You lost the house?
Well, to me, it was a house back then. All right, we've talked about Sex and the City and Fred Grandy very upset.
I am. I'm very upset, Nehman.
You have a friend in Lauren Hutton, supermodel.
Really?
Yes, of course.
Oh, it's still getting it done at the age of, 65,
come on,
66,
please,
or something like that right now?
You can't
What
prove
is with
anything.
you and women in their mid-60s? You and Pelosi.
Pelosi's in her 70s, right?
Yeah.
67.
Yeah, 67, 68. Well, anyway, Lauren Hutton on the Today Show yesterday. This is what she said about Sex and the City.
I think it's written by guys who happen to be gay who are sluts. That's what I think.
Sex and the City written by guys who happen to be gay who are sluts. And it didn't stop there.
You have a bunch of guys who are sluts writing for women and telling them they're supposed to act like this.
She thinks it's ridiculous.
That's so wrong, though. It's ridiculous, but is it wrong?
Harsh comments
How
from
about that? What a stand-up woman she is.
Yeah.
How about that?
And finally, I've been driving to work this week. Somebody was evicted from an apartment complex that I passed by on my way to work, and all their junk is just sitting there on the sidewalk for everybody to see. And it actually amazes me that the stuff is still there. But every day I drive by, I'm like, what is that thing that is out there? It's just a big piece of metal with individual poles up there.
Yeah.
So I took a close look at it this morning.
Yeah.
It is an industrial bike rack, like you would see at a park or in front of a library.
Yeah, you don't
Somebody
have
had
one
that in an apartment?
Yeah. Why do you think they had it in their apartment?
I don't know. They're probably using it as a torture device.
Well, that could be. My theory is that the guy, if he was evicted, he probably had some money problems. Instead of, trying to steal the bike from the industrial
Stole the whole
just took
thing.
the whole rack.
full of bikes.
Wow.
I mean, why else would he have a rack in his apartment?
Oh, no.
But it's just sitting out there. For anybody who wants it, it's in Laurel on Route 1. Go check it out.
I'll swing by on the way home. I can always use one of those.
I can always use a rack in my apartment.
Really?
For sure.
That's right.
WMAL News Time. Excellent job,
Back
Steve.
to you, Andy.
Right.
You can hear Brian every time this week on Grandy and Stuff.